for 3 millennia. Ancient Egypt stood as humanity's most advanced civilization. But beneath the golden sands lie secrets that challenge everything we thought we knew. What if I told you the Sphinx might be thousands of years older than historians claim? Or that hidden in museum vaults lies evidence that Egyptians were far more human than their godlike imagery suggests? Today, we're counting down the 10 most astonishing secrets of ancient Egypt. Revelations so profound, they've forever altered our understanding of this mysterious empire. From towering structures that defy modern engineering to treasures that remained hidden for over 3,000 years, prepare to journey into a world where history and mystery collide. Welcome to Ancient Top 10, where today we're exploring the most extraordinary secrets of ancient Egypt for 3,000 years. Until Alexander the Great's armies conquered it in the 4th century BC, Egypt was the most powerful civilization on Earth. Its monuments still stand as testaments to an empire whose achievements continue to baffle modern experts. Our countdown isn't just about the biggest or most famous discoveries. We're ranking these secrets by how profoundly each has shaped our understanding of this remarkable civilization, from colossal monuments to intimate glimpses into daily life. These revelations have transformed how we view the people who built an empire in the desert. Our journey begins with the Great Sphinx, guardian of the Giza plateau and keeper of ancient riddles. This colossal monument sits at the foot of the pyramids near Cairo, the largest statue ever carved from a single piece of stone. At 240 feet long and 60 feet high, its sheer scale is breathtaking. But it's what this silent sentinel might tell us about human history that earns it a place on our list. In the 1950s, researchers discovered something extraordinary: water erosion marks along the Sphinx's body. These weren't just any erosion patterns, but distinctive grooves caused by heavy rainfall. Here's the mind-bending part. That level of rainfall hasn't occurred in Egypt for over 9,000 years. If these erosion marks were indeed created 9,000 years ago, long before this region of Africa became a desert, then Egyptian civilization must be far older than conventional history suggests. This controversial theory challenges the entire timeline of human civilization, suggesting advanced societies existed thousands of years earlier than we've been taught. At number 9, we find a wonder that once guided sailors safely to shore: the legendary Pharaohs lighthouse of Alexandria. While it can't match the Sphinx in age, in height, there was simply no contest. Alexandria, in the 3rd century BC, was one of the ancient world's greatest cities, built around a deep natural harbor where the Nile meets the Mediterranean. On an island in this harbor, at the end of a man-made causeway 3/4 of a mile long, stood an engineering marvel that would become one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Rising 400 feet into the sky, taller than the Statue of Liberty, the Pharaohs guided ships safely to port for over 1,500 years. Nothing like it had ever existed before, and in many ways, nothing has matched it since. So profound was its impact that the word Pharaohs still means lighthouse in many languages today. The secrets of its construction, how ancient engineers built such a towering structure that could withstand the elements for over a millennium, continue to fascinate modern architects and historians alike. At number 8, we encounter a discovery that shocked the world of Egyptology and transformed our understanding of ancient Egyptian society: the Turin erotic papyrus. In the early 19th century, a local farmer near the Valley of the Kings discovered an earthenware vessel containing something extraordinary, an ancient scroll that would challenge everything scholars thought they knew about Egyptian culture. This remarkable papyrus, over 8 feet long and dating back 3,000 years, contains explicit depictions of sexuality so frank that it's kept in a museum in Turin, Italy, with restricted viewing. The content is so uninhibited that we can only show small portions of it here. Why does this make our list? Because it fundamentally changed how we view the ancient Egyptians. Before this discovery, our understanding was largely shaped by formal religious art and burial practices, creating an image of a people solely focused on death and the afterlife. The Turin Papyrus revealed something profoundly important, that, for all their spiritual focus, the Egyptians were as human as we are, with the same desires and passions. This single artifact humanized an entire civilization, showing us that beneath the formal facades of temples and tombs were people remarkably similar to ourselves. At number 7, we find a monument that never was, the unfinished obelisk of Aswan. This massive stone pillar, still attached to the bedrock, offers unprecedented insights into how ancient Egyptians created their towering monuments. Obelisks were monolithic pillars pointing skyward toward Ra, the sun god. They stood as symbols of divine connection throughout Egypt. But none would have matched the scale of this unfinished giant, had it been completed and erected. It would have stood nearly as tall as Niagara Falls, weighing over 1,200 tons. What makes this failure so valuable to historians is that it captures the construction process frozen in time. Here we can see the techniques used to carve these massive stones, the marks of dolerite pounders used to shape the granite, the trenches cut to separate it from the bedrock, and the organizational genius required to coordinate such a massive undertaking. The unfinished obelisk earns its place on our list because it reveals the Egyptians not just as successful builders, but as innovative engineers who developed sophisticated techniques to overcome seemingly impossible challenges. At number 6 is a discovery that revolutionized our understanding of ancient shipbuilding and Egyptian funeral practices: the Khufu ship. In 1954, archaeologists made an astonishing find near the Great Pyramid of Giza, an entire ship buried in the desert. This wasn't just any vessel, but a 143-foot-long, perfectly preserved wooden ship from around 2500 BC, making it the oldest intact ship in the world. What amazed researchers wasn't just its preservation, but its sophisticated construction. The ship contained no metal nails or fixtures. Instead, it was held together with precisely crafted wooden joints and rope bindings. The design was sleek, beautiful, and completely seaworthy. But why bury a ship in the middle of the desert? The answer reveals much about Egyptian beliefs. This was a solar bark, a ritual vessel meant to carry the deceased pharaoh Khufu through the heavens in his afterlife journey. It was never intended to touch water, but rather to sail through the sky with the sun god Ra. The Khufu ship transformed our understanding of ancient Egyptian naval technology and religious practices, showing a level of shipbuilding sophistication that wouldn't be seen again for thousands of years. Halfway through our countdown at number 5, we encounter a secret that remained hidden beneath the sands until the 19th century: the magnificent temples of Abu Simbel. The discovery began when a young Egyptian boy guided archaeologists to unusual carvings he'd spotted on a rock face near his village. As they began to excavate, what emerged was one of the most spectacular monuments ever created, a temple complex carved directly into a mountainside. Standing as tall as a 10-story building, built during the 13th century BC, Abu Simbel was commissioned by one of history's most powerful rulers, Ramses II, also known as Ramses the Great. During his remarkable 67-year reign, he ordered the creation of this colossal monument as a testament to his power and divinity. What makes Abu Simbel truly extraordinary is not just its scale, but the precision of its design. Twice each year, on February 22nd and October 22nd, dates believed to mark Ramses' birthday and coronation, the rising sun penetrates the entire temple, illuminating statues of gods in the innermost sanctuary, while leaving the statue of Ptah, god of darkness, in shadow. Abu Simbel earns its place on our list for revealing the true extent of pharaonic power and the incredible architectural achievements of ancient Egypt. The entire complex was carved in just 20 years without modern machinery, a feat that continues to astound engineers today. As we enter the top 4, we encounter perhaps the most iconic symbol of ancient Egypt: mummies. These preserved bodies have captured the imagination of people worldwide, becoming staples of horror films and popular culture. But the real story of Egyptian mummification is far more fascinating than any Hollywood tale. The practice stemmed from a profound belief system. Egyptians believed that preserving the physical body was essential for the afterlife. They believed the soul, or Ba, left the body during the day but returned each night to receive new life. Without a preserved body to return to, the soul would be lost forever. The mummification process was remarkably sophisticated. It began with the removal of internal organs, the brain extracted through the nose using specialized hooks, and other organs removed through a small incision in the abdomen. These organs were preserved separately in canopic jars, except for the heart, which remained in place as it is considered the seat of intelligence and emotion. The body was then dried using natron, a natural salt mixture, for approximately 40 days. After drying, it was wrapped in hundreds of yards of linen bandages, with protective amulets placed between the layers. The entire process took about 70 days and was accompanied by elaborate rituals and prayers. Mummies earn their place on our list because they've fundamentally shaped our understanding of Egyptian religious beliefs, medical knowledge, and social practices. They provide direct evidence of diseases, diets, and daily life, while also revealing the extraordinary lengths to which Egyptians went to ensure eternal life. At number 3, we find the key that unlocked an entire civilization, the Rosetta Stone. This unassuming slab of granodiorite, discovered by Napoleon's troops in 1799, provided the breakthrough that allowed scholars to finally read hieroglyphics after nearly 1,500 years of silence. The stone's power lies in its 3 parallel texts, the same message written in ancient Greek, Demotic script and hieroglyphics, since scholars could read ancient Greek. They now had a translation guide to crack the hieroglyphic code. The breakthrough came when linguist Jean-François Champollion identified the cartouche, oval ring, containing Pharaoh Ptolemy's name in both Greek and hieroglyphics. From this starting point, he gradually deciphered the entire hieroglyphic system. opening the door to understanding thousands of texts across Egypt. The Rosetta Stone earns its high ranking because it transformed Egyptology from guesswork to science. Before its discovery, hieroglyphics were thought to be purely symbolic rather than phonetic. After Champollion's work, the voices of ancient Egyptians, their literature, history, science, and religion could finally be heard again after millennia of silence. Just missing the top spot at number 2 are the most iconic symbols of ancient Egypt, the pyramids. While pyramids exist worldwide, from Mexico to China, none match the scale, precision, and sophistication of Egypt's monuments. Most people know the 3 great pyramids of Giza, but few realize that Egypt contains over 100 pyramids scattered throughout the country. These structures evolved over centuries, beginning with the step pyramid of Djoser, designed by the legendary architect Imhotep around 2630 BC, a figure so revered that later Egyptians worshipped him as a god. The Great Pyramid of Khufu represents the pinnacle of pyramid construction. Standing 481 feet tall and containing approximately 2.3 million stone blocks, weighing an average of 2.5 tons each. It remained the tallest human-made structure for nearly 4,000 years. Its construction required organizational skills, mathematical knowledge, and engineering precision that continue to impress modern experts. What's truly remarkable is the pyramid's astronomical alignment. The Great Pyramid's sides are aligned to the cardinal directions with an accuracy of 0.05 degrees. How ancient builders achieved such precision without modern instruments remains one of Egyptology's greatest mysteries. The pyramids earn their place near the top of our list because they've defined our image of ancient Egypt and continue to challenge our understanding of what was possible in the ancient world. They stand as testaments to a civilization that could mobilize vast resources and technical knowledge to create monuments that have endured for millennia. At number 1, the greatest secret of ancient Egypt, we find the breathtaking treasures discovered in the tomb of Tutankhamun, hidden for over 3,000 years until Howard Carter's discovery in 1922. This find forever changed our understanding of ancient Egyptian art, craftsmanship, and royal burial practices. What makes Tutankhamun's tomb so extraordinary is that it was the only royal burial found nearly intact in modern times, while tomb robbers had breached it in antiquity. The majority of its treasures remained undisturbed, over 5,000 artifacts, including furniture, weapons, clothing, jewelry, and ceremonial items. The most iconic treasure is undoubtedly the king's death mask, a stunning portrait crafted from 24 pounds of solid gold and inlaid with semi-precious stones. The blue stripes of lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, the obsidian and quartz used for the eyes, and the intricate craftsmanship reveal the extraordinary artistic achievement and far-reaching trade networks of ancient Egypt. What's particularly remarkable is that Tutankhamun was a minor king who died young after a brief reign. If his tomb contained such riches, we can only imagine what the tombs of great pharaohs like Ramses II might have held before they were plundered in antiquity. The treasures of Tutankhamun earn the top spot on our list because they provide the most complete picture of royal burial practices and artistic excellence in ancient Egypt. They allow us to see beyond the monumental architecture to the exquisite craftsmanship and artistic sensibility of this remarkable civilization. From the enigmatic Sphinx that may rewrite human history to the golden treasures of a boy king. These 10 secrets have transformed our understanding of ancient Egypt. They reveal a civilization of extraordinary complexity, master builders who created monuments that still stand after millennia, artists who crafted works of breathtaking beauty, and a people whose beliefs and practices continue to fascinate us today. There has been no civilization quite like ancient Egypt before or since. Its incredible buildings and treasures remain unmatched. Its mysteries continue to challenge our assumptions, and its achievements continue to inspire wonder as we uncover more of its secrets. We gain not just knowledge of the past, but insights into the remarkable potential of human creativity and ambition. This is a land that will continue to amaze and astonish for millennia to come. I'm Egypt History for Ancient Top 10, and we'll see you next time for more extraordinary discoveries from the ancient world.